What's that? Really? Oh man! The 200 yards! Oh!
We got her!
All right, so we just did a 10-foot circle around the spot where you shot. So let's go another 10 feet out past that and do a bigger circle. Okay.
Can you come too?
I need to stay in this spot. Well, I guess I could come because I got my light there.
Yeah.
Let's I want to get you out to 20 feet, and then so you were at that tree, that double tree last time's where you started. So go double the distance now this time. Let me see. What's that?
Didn't you say they circled back around?
Yeah, they did.
They were further away the second time. It might have dropped over here.
Yeah, I think she probably dropped. So walk straight away, continue away from me. If I were to guess, I think she would be over in that area you're facing. And now look around you, more for a body, less for blood. X marks the spot. This is the spot where I think we shot, and it is a long ways back to the stand. It's completely dark, but over 100-yard shot, probably 150-yard shot or so. Long shot for Pennsylvania deer. That's what he did last year too for his buck. It was a long shot out of the same stand in the evening on the first day. So same thing again this year. Long shot out of the stand in the evening of the first day. Doe this time, so hopefully we'll find her. It looked like she was limping after she got shot, but it wasn't. It looked like I thought she'd been hit well, and then after the shot, they hung around for a little bit, and then they got really spooked. And I'm wondering if they saw her down, so we'll see. Hopefully. Cheers. All right, so we had a beautiful snow last night. Surprise, the valley's white. Trent, my cousin Trent, got a nice 9-point this morning. Got up early and got out there, and nice visibility with this dusting of snow. So we're gonna go look for Benjamin's doe, hopefully find it this morning. They're up there, we're meeting them at the top of the field. We'll go through the mountain, and might see if I could run into a doe today. That'd be great. So we don't have a whole lot of time because we got to push off and head back to North Carolina today. 8-hour drive. So right now it is what, 8:53 a.m. So we rolled out of bed nice and late this morning, took advantage of the opportunity to get the extra sleep with this shot last night. So hopefully we'll find this deer. So wish us luck, and if not, then maybe we'll have an opportunity in another one. So we're gonna enjoy the ride up here. I'm gonna do the handheld, riding pretty low speed stuff. So I'm just gonna enjoy the headphones and listen to a little music this morning. Get my day started right. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back with you in a little bit. Oh yeah, we got the rifle on the back here too today. Let's put my rifle on the back of it. It works. Gonna work on a once we have the pickup bed on these, the pickup option, which will come right back into this area and extend out the back, there'll be opportunities for vertical mounting guns, or like a side mount right here along the length of the seat, so it's easier access. So lots of options with a modular platform. This is just kind of the first one that just strap the gun on so we can get out there today, because we just got this machine together for this weekend, so not a whole lot of time to be bolting stuff on. So anyway, it's a beautiful day to ride, so I hope you enjoy the sights and sounds, and we'll check in with you up on the mountain and hopefully have some good news. there's some more deer. So, watch out for deer. See ya. That's an arm workout, holding that up there. Wow, this is beautiful. Loving it. Hey, Mr. Squirrel. this stand where we were yesterday, where Benjamin shot that doe from. That's what we're gonna look for this morning. Signing out for now. What's that? Really? No way! You got her? Oh man, that's awesome! Oh, yes! Oh man! Alright, let's go. No way, this is too cool. Oh man. Alright. Oh man, we're gonna go straight through the woods. Alright, let's do it. Where is he? Oh man! Good job, buddy. Yeah, good job. You got her.
But look where I hit her.
Look at that.
Right there.
Nice
200
shot.
yards.
Right behind the front shoulder at 200 yards. Oh. Give me a hug, buddy. That is so awesome. Oh.
We got her.
Oh, buddy, good job. Wow.
Looks like a good one.
What'd you say?
That looks like a good one.
That's a good one. That's a nice doe. Good job, buddy. Wow. Good job. Man, I can't believe that. Oh, I'm so happy we found it. It got dark on us last night, right at dark. He shot, and we were gonna look for blood. And but it was just totally dark, so we came down and we set up a beacon. We took a little water bottle and set it up with a cell phone light underneath it. Where he shot at the deer, he took a visual landmark of it. And
This is exactly where I thought she fell.
yeah, I think our beacon that we set up, you were in the stand and you told me where to walk, where you remembered she was when you took your shot. And it was, we got to figure out how far we are from the stand here. It was a long shot. But he stayed in the stand and he came up and he stayed in the stand. I came up in the dark and walked over here and he told me where to stop, and I set up a little beacon there. And then we walked increasing radius circles around it, spiraling until we got to where we were just like, man, it's too dark and we'll be here first thing in the morning and take a look. And John and Benjamin came up here and I came up here. We drove separately so we could hunt, and man, found her within what, 10-15 minutes of looking.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
God told me exactly where to look.
What'd you say?
He told me exactly where to look.
God did? That's so cool.
So I went down in the gully and I was like, I need to just keep going.
That's so cool. Yeah, last night we were getting discouraged because it was all night that we were out, or all day we were out. Wind was blowing like crazy in the morning, and didn't see anything all day. And 20 minutes before dark, I could tell Benjamin was getting a little discouraged because it was cold all day and not seeing anything, just blowing wind, not even hardly seeing a squirrel. And I just felt like we needed to stick around and not give up and keep the faith that we were going to see some deer. And sure enough, I told him, I said, I think Jesus is going to send us some deer. So within 10 minutes, these deer came up from the gully along the field there where they always like to walk. And pretty far out though. And I told him just stay calm. I didn't want to film it because I wanted to be able to really guide him and really pay close attention, not be messing around with the camera. But he got out there and he had his sight on the second deer of the 3 doe? And I said, now don't rush a shot. Just wait until you take a good quality shot. Don't get worked up. Just relax, take deep breaths.
I was sure I had made a bad shot. I thought I had probably hit it like right here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this is where I hit it.
You thought you hit her in the gut?
Yeah. And then we get up here and it's perfect.
Yeah.
At 200 yards.
Yeah, right behind the front shoulder. Last year, he shot his buck
150 yards.
150 yards. First shot right into the heart. That was his first deer. This is his second deer. Another great shot. He's doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you, bud. Anyway, so we're gonna get this thing field dressed, and then we'll drag it out and get it back to camp, skin it, and then we're gonna have lots of jerky and lots of burger. So quarter it up and get the process. And here comes John. John has been great at just helping us to get up here and find this deer.
Now I'm devoting most of the neck to Bruce.
Our dog Bruce, German Shepherd flat coat mix. He tasted deer meat for the first time yesterday. He's only a year old, 12 months. So this is a new deal for him. And he was like, "What? This is delicious."
He actually turned a year old while we were up here.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, she smells really bad.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, did you just toot?
Potentially.
Oh yeah, you tooted.
Here, hold it up like that. How about it, John? What's that? How did you find it? Benjamin just found her. I got up here and just when I parked, he said, I found her. Meet you guys back there.
Good find, Benjamin.
Thank you, John.
All right, off we go. There you go.
Yep.
What do you think, Bruce? What do you think, boy? All right, so we're here back in the house and got Benjamin's deer hanging up and getting ready to skin it. I just want to take a moment to show you some of the memories from the different years up here hunting with friends and family, and just give you a little background on this place and some of the hunts that we've done and share a couple of stories. So it's been a cool journey. I've been hunting here since I was 12 years old, and I'm 34 now, so 22 years of hunting, and just want to give a little glimpse of that, hunting with Dad and friends, and now the next generation. So check it out. So actually where it's pretty cool, where Benjamin shot his first buck, we call it Joe's Newsstand, and that's also where he just shot this doe this year, 2021, shot his buck there 2020, and that's where I shot my first buck in 1999. So 22 years ago, I shot my first buck in that same stand. And I remember I was up there by myself, and Dad was out walking, and he was like, if you get anything, blow your whistle. And I blew my whistle like crazy when I shot this buck. I was so fired up, like Benjamin was, just so fired up. So there she is, first buck. You can see 1999. wanted to have 3 on this side. Anyway, the other side was broken off, and I remember thinking, man, just imagine if that other side was grown in. This thing would be crazy. I loved it. So that's where we got started, and the hook was set, and I've enjoyed just sharing it with family ever since. So we've since hunted in Montana a lot with friends, and did a little bit of hunting in Colorado, but this room has a lot of the Pennsylvania deer that we've shot through the years. Kind of gives you a good idea of what a respectable Pennsylvania buck looks like in south central Pennsylvania. I mean, we've got some pretty good deer off of this land up here. That's actually a Montana muley. Some of the deer that we've done here through the years, respectable PA deer, nothing crazy, but a little bleat there. But these have some of these are mine and my dad's deer, and brother-in-laws and other friends and family, and so then moving into the more modern ones. So 99, I got my first buck, and then 3 years later, my first buck was with rifle. 3 years later, I was out for muzzleloader season, and sitting against a tree, similar area to Joe's newsstand, and this buck came down. This is the best Pennsylvania buck I ever got. I was just tickled to get it, especially with a muzzleloader. Nice, really symmetrical 10-point. And the interesting thing about this one is that this body was so small, had the tiniest body, but just absolutely beautiful buck. And it's still one of the nicest bucks we've got off of this land up here. And now since we've gone to Montana, we've been totally spoiled. Still love Pennsylvania hunting, but it's a different style of hunting in Montana here. You're out moving, and a lot more, whereas Pennsylvania, you're mostly sitting in the stand and waiting. In Montana, it's a much more active hunt, really long distance, long ranging stuff, where you're looking at deer that are 1,000 yards away or more. It's different than the PA hunt. But anyway, so that was 99. I'm sorry, that was 2002. That was when I was 15 years old. Got my nicest Pennsylvania buck, and still a great buck for PA. So, all right, then Dad and I started going out to Montana in 2010. This is Dad's 2010 buck. At that point, I guess in 2010, I was 23 years old. And that was a year after I started Outrider with my friends, and got a nice high Montana buck with some cool little kickers on it. And then that same year, I got my first Montana muley. Respectable Montana muley. I was really tickled with it. I shot it off my knee at about 270 yards, and that's the best shot I've made so far in my years of hunting. And Dad and I did it together on foot, and there was snow on the ground. It was a great hunt, and I was tickled. I got a nice heart shot on it, and was absolutely tickled at that deer. So let me think which is next year. So that's 2010. And brother-in-law Ray, this is his first Pennsylvania buck. Nice, respectable Pennsylvania deer with a cool little brow tine that's a bit tweaked there that really adds some character to this deer. So yeah, that was 2008. And then fast forward, I believe the next, another Pennsylvania deer here. Dad's buck, 2012. And then we go on to 2016 in Montana. There was my Montana muley. Hey, filming these stuff. Just telling the story. It's pretty cool. The 2016 muley, and that was my best. I think I'd say it's a little better than the 2010 one. What do you think, Dad? Do you think this was better than I don't know which one of these you'd call better, but this 2016 deer I got was a little wider, better deer. Yeah. And then the next one was, that's 2016. Then next one, good buck, was in 2018. Dad got this really cool high muley in 2018. They're just beautiful deer. There's so much white on their faces. Really high rack on this one. Dad got in 2018, and then 2018, one of my favorites. It's definitely not the best scoring deer, but probably the most unique buck I've ever gotten. It's really wild, kind of gnarly brow tines, and then a hole in the horn here, and then these kind of wild kicker features out here, just shooting everywhere. This thing, when we looked at it in the binoculars far away, we weren't so sure about it. It just looked like a 2x2 kind of crab claw deal. And Randy, the guy we hung out with out there, is like, you take a closer look at that. This thing is really unique. He's got a great eye. Looks far out, and he's like, I don't think you should necessarily pass that up. That's a cool deer. And I'm so glad I took the shot, because he's really, really unique, really bladed through here, and actually really bladed over here too. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but really bladed out. Like I said, like really cool, unique buck that I was just tickled with. I like the different kind of unique stuff, oddball kind of stuff. More into that. So this one was slick, and I was really pleased. 2018, made a good shot on it. And I was tickled pink. So next we had 2019, which was, man, what a year. This is my best buck I've ever gotten. I don't know that I'll ever get a better muley than this. Just an absolute brute of a muley. He was laying down. There was snow on the ground. It was freezing cold. And Dad was with Randy and a few hundred yards back, watching the whole thing from a pickup on a hill. And I had crawled in on my belly to get the approach on this deer. And Randy's such a great, he's a great guy to be with on a hunt. He really knows what's going on and knows how the deer are going to move and knows how to work the wind. And I approached on my belly, and I was waiting for this buck to get up. Didn't want to make a shot when he was laying down, and laid there on my belly for probably 20, maybe 30 minutes, and was absolutely freezing, shivering. And I knew he was a good buck, but he was far away, and I couldn't tell quite how good he was. When he got up, I took my shot. He dropped right there, which is always a great thing. And I went up and took a look at him, and I was just like, holy shnikes. Oh, man. I couldn't believe it. He's got these double brow tines here, which is pretty unique. And up on his upper forks, he's got a little kicker there. And cool little kicker right in the right in his web there, and different coloration, and another kicker out this side. And so if you're counting all the points, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wouldn't really count that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on that 15 point. Maybe you could argue it's a 16. I don't remember what he scored exactly. I should know that, but I'll have to get back and take a look. But anyway, just a beautiful buck, and just epic, once in a lifetime kind of deer. So I just was really happy to have the opportunity at that buck. All right, so that was in 19. These guys. There's Dad's Texas black buck. All right, so then 2020, last year, got a nice respectable muley out in Montana. Just a good, solid, symmetrical, deep, not super wide, pretty high, but nice deep forks on this muley. A lot of white on this one's face. Little older deer. Just beautiful with the contrast in their colors versus the whitetail, a little bit more brown in the face. And people are really going crazy for muleys now for trophy hunting, really gaining in popularity. 2020, Dad got this one in Montana. Great muley, really nice, respectable muley. Nice and wide, big wide guy. So, local coyote. Dad's Texas deer, axis deer, pretty cool. Friend in Texas, goes down and hunts with. He's a great guy, salt of the earth guy. Dad hunts with down in Texas, good buddy. And that's pretty much covers what's going on in this room. This is our room of all the whitetail and muleys. And out here we got a couple more. There's John, who's been a long-time friend and has been awesome to hunt with for years. We've had such a blast together. His nice muley out in Montana at dusk. There's that really unique buck that we just looked at in the room with all of its kickers and features that I got with a 270 Win short mag. That's what I've been shooting through the years. John was generous enough to give me his 7mm mag for Christmas via my dad. And beautiful gun that I'm going to use out in Montana next year. A little more firepower for those longer shots. I'm just tickled with that. Dad with that high muley in Montana. Snow on the ground. This here is my first Montana muley that I pointed out. Like 200, I think it's 270 maybe, or 240, one or the other, I can't quite remember. And I was really happy with that shot that I made on that one. I couldn't believe it. Local red fox here. Wild eyes. Beautiful mount on that one. Colorado elk that Dad got. Local bobcat that Dad got. A lot of years in the woods up here means a lot of opportunities, and Dad ran into this guy. He's just a beautiful, beautiful bobcat. He did such a good job mounting him. Incredibly realistic. Critter Creations did this. And he does some amazing, amazing work. I mean, just the detail on this work is incredible. Doesn't look like a stuffed animal. Doesn't look like a child's toy. It really is just incredibly realistic. So he's won a lot of awards for his work. There's a little piece of art I made for Dad for our Montana adventures, hiking the mountains out there at sunrise. Thanks for believing in me. Our adventures have just begun. Matthew 7:7-12. Love that. Dad, one of those high Montana muleys. Died in Colorado with one of his elk. We've gotten 2 Colorado elk hunts together. In Texas with his axis deer. He went with a buddy on that one. I didn't go to Texas yet. Maybe we'll get to go sometime. there's that same deer, that my first Montana muley, Dad and I together. Dad rocking that stash. Love it. Yeah, same one we saw on the wall over there. Dad and I in Colorado. Whole group of friends and family. Out in Montana. I'm sorry, that was Colorado for elk. Dad's Colorado elk. Nice one. Local black bear. Hardly see him, he's so dark. Pretty cool. Some turkeys on the game camera. Don't do as much turkey hunting here. Like to do a little more, but we got a lot of turkeys in the area. That pretty much covers it, I think. Just wanted to show you guys. It's really about the stories and the time with family. And I honestly wouldn't say that I'm a trophy hunter. I just love to hunt. Love eating venison and love being able to eat all year long on good, healthy meat that we've harvested and processed the whole way through and packaged, and that's just really satisfying work. So I like to be out in the woods, like to spend time out there, and that's really why I feel like I get a lot of opportunities at these nice deers, just because I want to be out as long as possible, and so I'm not in a hurry to shoot something and get home. I think that's why I've been blessed with these amazing opportunities at these deer through the years, that we're just trying to be out there as much as possible and don't want to go home. So have the opportunity to see more deer. Did want to show that this is just a little detail, but Critter Creations, even on the whiskers of this, I don't know if you can see it or not. He even shows he puts little water droplets almost on the whiskers. The level of detail on these is incredible. It's such a good job. So it looks like they've got that moisture on their whiskers. So pretty cool. But anyway, a lot of jibber jabbering. Hope you enjoy it. And just want to give a picture of what it looks like to hunt in Montana and Pennsylvania with friends. And hope you enjoy this video, and look forward to next time. Cheers.